Hey guys, sit back and play. This is going to be a quick drag out, knockout kind of session. It is a what army should I bring, and we're talking about Necrons. I have a couple things to do this morning, and I'm trying to squeeze this in right before class to kind of, I think this is the last video in the series, so I'm just trying to finish it so it's done, it's out there for you guys. Necrons are one of those armies that are interesting to play. They can either be really good or it can really suck for you. Typically, they do perform pretty well. They do have a... Oh, pardon me. In this video series, we are basically taking you through each army, and then I'm giving you ideas for what weapons to bring, so that way you can equip those weapons to what squad you want to put them on. So that way, I'm not telling you bring this specific, unit, and that unit doesn't work out for you or something like that. So I'm giving you ideas of what weapons to bring against other armies, so that you can have successful matches. But with Necrons, I'm pretty sure most of them are all stuck with what they got. I'm not even gonna lie. Warriors have Gauss, I think they're just called Gauss Flayers, I believe. I don't have my paperwork with me, or all my notes and research, but yeah, everybody pretty much has what they have. So what I'm going to do in this one is tell you a little bit more of what I might bring against another army. So here goes. If you're facing Space Marines, you can bring tons of Warriors. Warriors will help. Immortals are really one of the ones that have like a really flip-floppy kind of weapon slot. They can bring either the Carbine or the Gauss, one of the two. I would bring like a squad of Immortals, a whole bunch of Warriors, a couple of Ghost Arcs because you are slower getting across the field. You do have the reanimate save, which can save your butt sometimes, but definitely you want to get in close because your range is usually within, I think, I want to say it's 24 inches. It's tops for most of your weapons. So yeah, so go with Warriors, Immortals, some Ghost Arcs. I would have some sort of, I'm trying to think here, what would you bring against? I know one thing that's super useful, there's a combo that you can bring for your Warlords, and I've mentioned it a whole bunch in my other videos, and they're super useful. It's a chariot. It looks like the Doom. It looks like the like the Doomsday Arc, I'm pretty sure, or whatever the heavy artillery is for the Necrons. And basically, but the Overlord is sitting in it with 2 troops in it. But whenever it gets wounded, you can either allocate the wounds to the Warlord for his higher armor save, or you can allocate it towards the chariot to save your Warlord. To avoid losing those points, I apologize, I've been up for about 15 minutes. So I bring the Warlord in that thing, Warriors or Immortals. And honestly, that's really all you need. I mean, they're pretty cut and dry. I mean, even the Warriors can knock out tanks. They can lance them to death if you need them to. So those are pretty good. Night sights and the Doom sights are all pretty good, especially for transportation and things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to, and that's if you're playing fighting Space Marines or Chaos Space Marines. If you're fighting Tau, I would mobilize yourself a little bit more, and I would bring the I wish I brought my notes. They're the Tomb Blades. Those are going to be super fast. They give off quite a few shots. With how maybe some flayed ones, because we are looking at some pretty strong 3 hits apiece. So I'm pretty sure for each arm, since they're twin, I want to say they're twin link, or it's 6 hits each character. But the flayed ones, they have 3 claws on each arm, so they can get into. Once they're into close combat, they're awesome. But outside of close combat, running around, they're not too great. They can strike in, so put them in there, get them close, and get them on top of those guys quick. That'll help you. Wraiths are beasts, so they can grab, roll, travel 12 inches, and they have the whip coils. Those are good melee. Another thing that might help you, that'll be a little bit more fodder and stuff like that, is a Countertech Spider and its ability to spawn scarabs. Do be careful with that though, because you can, on a 6 I believe, it's either on a 1 or a 6 whenever you roll for that, you can wound your spider. So bring warriors and some ghost arcs, get them across the field. Bring those wraiths for their 12-inch movements, possibly some flayed ones for their deep strike. And really, that's all you're going to need. I might bring a Annihilation Barge. That's the artillery piece. So that way you can worry about taking out their bigger pieces of equipment, the rope tide, stuff like that. But your warriors probably can do most of the work if you need them to. Moving on to orcs and Tyranids, we'll kind of combine those together. Really, I would just bring a crud load of warriors, as many as you can possibly bring. I really would try and avoid getting into close combat with the Tyranids and orcs, because they are going to be quite a bit stronger than you melee-wise. So I would definitely bring just a crud load of warriors, a crud load of Immortals, and maybe some flyers, because the orcs and really the only good flyer in there is going to be the Harpy that you got to worry about. So I would bring like your green side and or a night side and fly the others Immortal across the table, drop them off, and let them blast everything to pieces. So oh, I forgot to mention, if you're going into melee, Lich Guard, hello, you can exchange their scythes for I think it's hyperphase swords and shields. I think that's it. It's either hyperphase or hyper swords and shields. So those guys kick butt so much. They're so awesome. They have a good save. They get in there. They're definitely a power team. So you can use all those guys. So quick review. Lich Guard for your melee. Warriors and Immortals, get those shots downfield. Mobilize yourself with Ghost Arts and Night Sights, and you should be good. If you're fighting Astra Militarum, I would bring some more heavy armored units. I would bring some Tomb Blades, to be perfectly honest, to get around, zip around, be fast, and maybe you can depend on those Chimeras, things like that, to kind of keep them from moving around all that much. And then you're going to want to be careful, because your Ghost Arcs are open top, so if those tanks are blown to pieces, then you're really screwed. So I would bring Astra Militarum. I would bring some Lich Guard, and I'm pretty sure they can get in the Night Scythe too. So I would fly those suckers across the board, drop them off, and have them melee the crap out of their tanks. Definitely use maybe your warriors more as a little bit more of a distraction, and use Night Scythe to fly Immortals and Lich Guard across the field. So that's probably what I would do. Because and maybe some Tomb Blades to zip around, take out the lighter armored vehicles. Let's see. So we're taking care of Space Marines, Astra Militarum, Tau, Orcs. If you're facing Dark Eldar, that's going to be one of those things where you kind of want to avoid combat, but they have a lot of high AP weapons, so you're really going to be, at some point, I don't even know if your reanimation is going to be, I guess the only thing that counters reanimation is instant death, but you're going to have to be really careful because your saves are only a 4+, so they're going to be knocking your guys out pretty quick. I would try and outrange them if possible. That's hard though with these guys because, like I said, they're a mid-range army. So I would definitely load up in your with a buttload of hello warriors and a ghost arc, some immortals, and a night sight. Fly them about 3/4 of the way across the field. Keep them at a little bit of a distance, and maybe just take cover in some ruins or something like that. Use a cover save armor, so you have your 4+ armor save. You have a cover save, depending on if you're in ruins or not, 3+. And then you have your 4+ reanimation or 5+ reanimation. I'm sorry. So that can probably save your butt quite a bit. I think that's everybody facing Necrons. If you're facing other Necrons, just bring warriors and immortals. Be able to kill. It's like killing yourself. Yeah, basically a lot of your dirty work's just going to be done by your warriors and your immortals. Your Lich Guard are definitely going to be your powerhouse unit. That's going to save your butt a lot. If you're needing to be fast, use Wraiths and the Tomb Blades. If you need power, Annihilation Barges are good. Kinetic Tech Spiders are good. But the best is probably going to be your Triox Stalker with its Heat Ray. I'm pretty sure it's an AP 2 or 1 strength between 8 and 6, I want to say. It's a strong unit. Triox Stalkers are the bomb, I won't lie. The new startup set that comes with them, I'm pretty sure it comes with a Triox Stalker. So that's definitely a perfect way to get rid of those armor starter. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little bland. But like I said, Necrons, there's not a lot to them. I mean, it's a very simple army. The only person that's getting a whole bunch of different types of weapons and stuff like that is going to be your Overlord, and I'm going to let you guys make those decisions and stuff. I know some of their stabs and some of their other things have some pretty devastating effects. Resurrection Lords are going to save your butt quite a bit, because I'm pretty sure that gives you a +1 to your resurrection roll. So instead of on like I think it's instead of on a 5+, it's on a 6+. So it can really save your bacon if you need it to. Or no, if it's on a 5+, it's on a 4+. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. If you guys have any armies that I didn't mention, please remind me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. You guys, I haven't mentioned in the log, can email me at sitpaintandplay@gmail.com. More than willing to take your questions, help you with army building, things like that. I can't guarantee it'll be like immediately, like, you know, within that day or so, because I am in school, so. But within that week, I'll definitely be able to help you with the best I can. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series, and I'll keep bumping them out as fast as I can.